I've heard his audible voice twice and aloud, and that's in my book, All for His Glory. This is after coming back from the Cleveland Clinic, rehabilitating, finally learning how to talk and walk again. And I get back, and I have a 5-month-old son that I almost didn't get to see because I died 3 times in the Cleveland Clinic. So I'm back for like 2 days, and it's a big ordeal to come back and be in the ICU for 3 months. I was there for 3 months, and then I got immediately caught this virus because my immune system was so weak, and I was completely sick. And if I didn't heal by the next morning, they're going to have to take me back to the Cleveland Clinic emergency room because I wouldn't have been able to make it. And that was the only time during the whole ordeal that I cried out to the Lord. And I said, why, Lord, why would you bring me this far and then to take me back? And I was just exhausted. I reached out to him and just in tears saying, well, I don't understand. And I said, I want to hear your audible voice. I've seen you, you've talked to me, but I want to hear your audible voice. And then I literally cried myself to sleep that night. And then out of the blue, exactly at 3 a.m., I heard this David, the loud David, that it shook the house like a tornado just came through. And I was like, what? And what is it? I woke up and then I remembered exactly what I had prayed for. And that was to hear his audible voice. And in that moment where I heard that audible voice, that fever broke as well. And I didn't have to go back into the emergency room, and my recovery started to heal.
Oh, so at that time, it was just one word, two names?
Yep, just my name. Yep. It was just David in a powerful voice.
What was the other time where he spoke to you audibly, if you don't mind saying?
It was another time where I was meditating on him because I had a routine. I would go and do my workout, listen to the Lord, and I come in and I just look out our bedroom window and just meditate on him. And I heard an audible, I love you, my son. And another time, this wasn't really him speaking to me, but this was comical. The Lord has a huge sense of humor. I have a German Shepherd, I was a golden retriever. Her name was Maze, and she'd follow me everywhere. And I received the gift of speaking in a prayer language from Perry Stone. And when I didn't know what to pray for, I'd pray in my prayer language. Well, I knew something was different about my prayer language because it wasn't my normal voice. It was a different voice. And it sounded like it was the voice of God coming through me. And my dog looked at me and just started barking like, who are you? And that was a kind of a comic moment, but the Lord does have a sense of humor.
Have you ever asked the Lord about things to which you got no answer, or anything you've asked him that you got a really, really cool, surprising answer to?
Well, his glory would probably be the really cool, surprising one. Never did we think that, or I thought that I would be a pastor, run a ministry, reach 25 million people, and be that beacon of truth for the world. And so to think that of all people, that he would call us for such a time as this to be a ministry that large, and is just is very humbling. But his word is true. He said he was going to do it. Matter of fact, he went back to a prophetic word in like 2003, which was 4 years before I ate the botulism toxin. My mother had a prophetic word that David would be used for his glory, literally the name of the ministry. And the ministry name comes from the Hebrew word kavod, which literally means his essence in the Old Testament, kavod meaning his glory. And he literally fulfilled that. And and we went through so many trials and tribulations once we got the ministry, because Satan did not want this ministry to get out, just getting the name. And every time it looked like there was no hope, I would take it to the Lord and I said, Lord, it's not my name. It's not David's ministry. It's his glory ministry. Lord, I need you to take care of it. I can't take care of it. I need you. And every time he would bring it. So he's got me to the point where I'm still a work in progress, because I still work on patience, but I always know that I can rely on him, and that it's his ministry, and he will get through to exactly what we need to do at the exact right time. And I got to trust him.
What's, I don't know, what challenges have you had in your faith? Has it wavered even with all the evidence that you've seen and experienced, or has it been pretty strong ever since you had these 3 temporary death experiences?
I don't think my faith has ever wavered. However, Satan has tried to buy me off. He's tried to kill me. He's tried to do everything he's possibly can to get me distracted. I think distraction is one of the biggest keys, but he'll never take my faith away, because I know what truth is. You don't just go into the corporate world and go to heaven and then change everything. We took our entire life savings in the corporate world, and we started the ministry with it. People in our family thought, you're crazy. What are you doing? You have no financial savings now. But we did it. I did it because the Lord, I trust the Lord, and we're going to do it for him. So my walk is different. It's intimidation from Satan. There's been at least 7 attempts on my life since being a pastor. I never got shot at as a Marine, but as a pastor, there was at least 7 attempts on my life. So distractions, death, just attack, hoping that you'll give up. But the more you love the Lord, the more you're going to double down.